Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm doing a review of the Teddy Bear Wisdom Oracle created by our very own V over at V Love and Crystals. You guys probably know her here on YouTube. She does pick a card readings, lots of reviews of her own deck. She has a lot of decks, by the way, that she creates with her husband and her daughter. So it's a whole family affair, and they create the cutest and most awesome freaking decks I've ever seen. So you can find them on Etsy, and also you could check her out on Instagram, so V Love and Crystals. But anyway, she sent me this deck for my birthday, and I've already bought a few of her decks. I bought the, let me see, I have the, there's one that's like got sweets in it. I have the Lavender Love. I have the Autumn's Delight. I have, there's one other, I have a lot of her decks, let's just say. So anyway, I thought I would do a review of this for you guys because I think it's totes cute and you guys need to get in on this. Okay, so here we go. She does have PDFs of the guidebook, so you don't get a physical guidebook, but whenever you buy one of her decks, she'll always send you the PDF. So I do have the PDFs. And so here we're outside today. It's about 104, but it's nice and chill because it's been like 118, 106. Okay, 106. 106 actually feels really nice right now. So I'm like, oh, outside, there's a breeze. I'm gonna read my cards outside now. But anyway, keeping my deck company today, I actually have some brand new things that are in the Desert Cauldron shop, and one of those is the palm reader ceramic hand that you can place upon your altar for quick reference and magical properties. And also I have this lovely celestial amethyst, which you can also find within Desert Cauldron. So those are going to help us out today with our deck review. So this is your standard size tarot deck, but it's an oracle, and it has a bit of a matte finish. It's kind of like a creamy finish. So it's not super shiny, so good for taking pictures. The cardstock does have a nice flexible cardstock, so if you are a riffle shuffler, this would shuffle like a dream. For me, I'm a side shuffler. There are very few decks that I riffle shuffle, but for the most part, I'm a side shuffler. So it's neither too thick or too thin, so I think it does have great flexibility. And let's take the backs here. So we have some butterflies, flowers, clouds, and of course this adorable little teddy bear for the Teddy Bear Wisdom, and it's got a little butterfly on his paw. And like I said, there is a PDF guidebook that does accompany this if you need to use the guidebook, but for me, you know, I think the best thing is to go with your gut on what the images mean to you and even the phrases. So let's actually take a look at these lovely cards. Okay, so let's take a look at these. So you could either use, you know, the image here to dive into with your intuition. You can pair it with the keywords or phrases that you see down here, or just use one or the other. But I think the images that she has are freaking adorable. I think her and her husband do a great job, and of course they also have the input of their daughter. So like I said, this is a family affair, and I'm all about supporting families, local businesses, and friends. So, well, V isn't too local to me. She's actually on the other side of the US, but she has a small business. She's freaking awesome, and she has a huge heart and lots of creativity, and I think that shows through her decks. I have a thing for stuffies, if you guys didn't know. And as you can see down here, the flowers change color, so it's not always like the same, but some of them are purple flowers, we got blue flowers, orange flowers, so you can also relate that to the chakras if you had to. But yeah, I love stuffies. I love stuffed animals of all kinds, especially big floppy teddy bears. Like the more floppy the stuffed animal, the better. I need like soft, cuddly, floppy. I actually have a horse that's called Floppy Horse. And many of you guys have met Diabolical Steve. He's one of my stuffies. Sometimes he does readings on my channel. And he's best friends with Tammy, my astral love child. And she's a doll that's dressed in like a lot of Hello Kitty gear, so hence why she's my child. this is fun. I mean, like if you were looking for a deck to gift a child, I think this would be great. But also for adults out there trying to connect to their inner child, and also maybe you want to add a little bit of sweetness in your readings. This would be lovely. I love that. Leave grudges behind. And I did get to use this during my Saturday live chat, and so many people were loving it. And then actually V was able to pop up on my channel, so that was like pretty cool. And I was like, hey, I was just talking about you, girl, and I was just talking about how awesome your deck is and how much I love it. It's so adorable. It makes me smile. Like, how do you look at these and not smile at the cuteness? Everybody needs some sweet. Yes, I know that not every type of reading is going to need, you know, some sweetness. Sometimes we have decks that are straightforward, that are hard-hitting and hardcore, but I think this has a way of speaking truth without it feeling like somebody's talking down to you, you know? I think this comes at a very tender way of coming at advice and things like that. Of course, you can always pause the video if you want to stay on any one of these cards for a tad longer. You know me, kittens, weights, and tarot. And the last one, you're never too small to make an impact. Let's go ahead and pull a card for you guys. So if you don't know that when I do my review videos, I always do a little mini reading at the end. Number one, so you could see how I use the cards, but also so that you could get a little extra something out of this. So hopefully this connects with you, but if it doesn't, that's okay. I hope that you just had fun looking at these wonderful fuzzy little images of teddy bears. And maybe you are thinking about getting V's teddy bear wisdom deck. I'll put her link down below in case you're interested. But let's pull a card here. All right, so we'll put this down here and we'll get it nice and tight so you can see the card we pulled. Actually, it looks like Albert, my giant teddy bear. Captain your own ship. So let's dive into this card a little bit for our message. Okay, so what I'm getting with this, and let me place it down here. What I'm getting with this is that oftentimes, and this is, by the way, P.S., totally like natural because we're human beings, we get into the comparison game. Sometimes comparison can be good, you know, when we look to the person to our left and to our right, especially when we're maybe unsure about doing something for the first time. It's good to maybe sometimes study how other people do something and compare yourself to that, just so maybe you can get your own footing. And then once you know you got the handle of it, you can make it your own and do your own thing. Other times it might be good, you know, when you might be behaving in a certain manner and you notice that as you compare yourself to others around you, that may not be the appropriate response or way of acting for a certain thing. So it's like using people as mirrors to see yourself more clearly. But when it becomes an issue is when comparison becomes such a deal, a big deal in your life, that you're no longer living for yourself and for your own life. You're only living to be the best as the person next to you or be as good as the person on this side. And the problem with that is when you compare yourself that way, you're only as good as the person to your left and to your right. And you never really know how good you can be. You might be better at something than the person to the left or to the right. So in that instance, you know, comparing yourself to others and getting stuck in that is actually limiting to you. So whoever needs this message, if you feel like you've been caught in the comparison game, maybe now's a chance to really find out who you are and what you want and how you want to do things. But also those of you that are kind of looking to others as a bit of a mirror and just taking a little bit of an inward look. But either way, remember that you are the captain of your own darn ship. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed the Teddy Bear Wisdom by V over at V11 Crystals. Like I said, I'll put her link down below. And yeah, and if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have a lot of different readings over there. I even have conchomancy readings. I have Lenormand readings. I have scrying sessions. Lots of different ways to deliver the messages to you guys. And if you want me to use a particular deck, like some people do request particular decks that they know I have for the reading, and like let's say you want me to use the Teddy Bear Wisdom, just let me know upon booking. Okay, and don't forget to check out Desert Cauldron. I am co-owner with James over at Light of Riga for Desert Cauldron. We have tons of witchy tools that you can incorporate into your practice. Many of the tools are one of a kind, either handcrafted by us, by local artisans, or by artisans abroad. So definitely go check that out. We are on Instagram at desert.cauldron, and we're on Etsy, Desert Cauldron, all one word. But that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.